Hi there, welcome back to Exact Education. Today's video is going to explain how to calculate the internal resistance of a DC power supply. DC power supply, we're reading the open circuit voltage and we're also reading the current in the circuit. Set the DC power supply to be 5 volts. We're reading the actual open circuit voltage from the DC power supply. We have 10 ohm, 12 ohm resistors in series. At the moment we're measuring current across here. At the moment here we've broken the circuit and we're going to record the open circuit voltage as 5.02. So on our sheet here, open circuit voltage 5.02 volts. What we're now going to do is we're going to make the circuit. We've now made the circuit. Just make sure that that's properly in. What we can now see, the voltage has now dropped and we now have current flowing around our circuit. So the current is now flowing through the 10 ohm, the 12 ohm, back around the circuit loop, back to the DC power supply. So why do we have less voltage now on the voltmeter? So we have less voltage now on the voltmeter, which is across the DC power supply, because the DC power supply has effective internal resistance. So it's not necessarily one single resistor, there's electronics in there. And we want to determine what an external circuit will see as an effective internal resistance. So now that we've had time to settle down, so we're going to record the closed circuit voltage in this circuit as 4.806. We're going to go to here, 4.806. We want to get the voltage difference across that internal resistance. So we're going to do 5.02 minus 4.806. That gives us a voltage difference of 0.214. So we're going to fill this in as 0.214. And in order to work out the internal resistance, we need to measure the current. So the current is going to be measured as 174 milliamps. So we're going to record 174 milliamps as the current flow. So when we do our calculation, we're going to take 0.214, we're going to divide it by 0.174 because it needs to be in amps. So we take 0.214, we divide it, 0.214 voltage difference divided by 0.174 amps gives us a internal resistance of 1.23 ohms. So what we've done here in summary is we've got a DC power supply, got a voltmeter across the supply, 10 ohm, 20 ohm in series. We're measuring the circuit current. So by experiment we're working out what the internal resistance of our DC power supply is. All voltage sources, generators, thermocouples, solar panels, DC power supplies, AC power supplies, they all have internal resistance, which can be determined by measuring the open circuit voltage when no current is flowing, and then measuring a closed circuit voltage, taking that voltage difference, dividing it by the current flow, and then working out the internal resistance. Thank you for watching.